Child by Munshi Premchand. How many months after Gangu's marriage was the child born? 6 months. In which city did Gomti Devi give birth to the child? Lucknow. How long did Gomti struggle for life during childbirth? 3 days. What was Gangu's occupation after marrying Gomti Devi? Hawker selling charts. How did Gangu find Gomti Devi after she left him? He was informed by one of her friends. What did Gangu declare about the child when he returned to the narrator? The child was a gift from God. How did the narrator initially react to Gangu's marriage to Gomti Devi? He warned Gangu about her reputation. What was the narrator think? What does the narrator think about Gangu's decision to marry Gomti? It was foolish and reckless. What significant event occurs when Gangu returns with the child? He confronts the narrator about his judgment. How does Gangu describe his feelings towards the child? As God's blessing in his life. Which societal issue does this story highlight through Gangu's actions? The stigma surrounding widow remarriage. What was the title child represent? A symbol of new beginnings, hope, and love. What does the narrator's perspective reveal about societal norms? They are often judgmental and rigid. What ultimately happens to Gangu's relationship with Gomti after she leaves him? They reconcile after he finds her. What significant event occurs 5 months after Gangu marries Gomti? Gomti leaves him. How long does how does Gangu react to Gomti's departure? He feels heartbroken but continues to search for her. What does Gangu believe about the rumors surrounding Gomti Devi? They are exaggerated and untrue. What is narrator's relationship to Gangu? He is Gangu's employer. What is Gangu's occupation after leaving his job? Hawker. What type of home does Gomti Devi come from before marrying Gangu? A widower's house. What is the pen name by Munshi Premchand? Nawab Rai. How does this story illustrate the theme of sacrifice? Through Gangu's willingness to give up his job for love. What does Gangu's character demonstrate about societal change? Individuals can challenge norms through personal conviction. What role does hope play in Gangu's life after Gomti leaves him? It motivates him to search for her persistently. What does the term narrow minded views refer to? Rigid adherence to traditional beliefs and judgments. What aspect of Gangu's personality make him stand out among other servants? His lack of bad habits and strong convictions. What is the significance of Gomti Devi's past marriage in the story? They contribute to her stigma in society. How does Gangu react when he finds out Gomti's child? He accepts the child as his own. What happens to Gomti Devi after she leaves Gangu? She delivers a boy child in Lucknow. What strong belief does Gangu hold regarding a woman? Women deserve love and respect in their relationships. What does the narrator mean by middle class morality? Narrow mindedness and judgmental attitudes. What qualities does Gangu exhibit that demonstrate his goodness, courage, kindness, and patience? Who is considered the embodiment of goodness in the story? Gangu. What does Gangu refuse to believe after Gomti leaves? That she has cheated him. What theme does this story, the child, ultimately convey regarding relationships? True love transcends societal barriers and prejudices. What ultimately happens to Gangu after Gomti leaves him? He searches for her and remains hopeful. What condition does Gomti sometimes suffer from that adds to her challenges? Fits or seizures. How do the men in the mohalla treat Gomti Devi? With ridicule and scorn. How many times has Gomti Devi been married? Thrice. What is Gomti Devi's reputation in the mohalla? She is regarded as fickle and unfaithful. Which city is implied as the setting of the events in the story? Lucknow. In which community does Gangu belong? Brahmin. Where does Gangu work as a servant? In the narrator's house. What is the overall message conveyed by the story The Child? The value of love, compassion, and acceptance. What is the narrator's view of Gangu's caste status? He believes it makes Gangu stronger. What qualities did Gangu exhibit as described? Courage, empathy, and acceptance. How does Gangu respond when he finds Gomti again with a child? He accepts the child as God's gift. What is Gomti Devi's background? She has been married thrice and expelled from a widow's ashram. Why does Gangu want to leave his job? He wants to marry Gomti Devi. Who is Gangu in the story? A Brahmin servant.